Week 2 map for game number 1 will be Evergreen for each individual series. Oh my gosh, here we go with the countdown thing. This drives me up a wall. I don't like this. This does not need to be a thing. Blizzard, please. Like, I was ready to start the cast right then and there. But no, I gotta wait the 3 seconds and it just... Anyway, spawning in the top right-hand corner, the red Zerg pieces. Taking a very convincing 2-1 win, I do believe it was, in week number 1. A very well-played series. We have Gooby. And in the bottom right-hand corner, his opponent. The blue... Oh, wait, that's backwards. That's Blitz. That's Blitz who to my bad phallogy. And in the bottom left-hand corner, there's the blue pieces. It is Gooby. I was looking at Gooby's name when I said Gooby. Okay, so... Hey, it happens even in the pro casts. They get the names backwards. Both players opting for that hatchery first. I'm surprised, actually, because Blitz was pretty aggressive against Snowy. And in the first season, or first week there. Alright, but here we go. So, hatch, gas, pull. Say it with me, hatch, gas, pull. Standard Zerg openings. What do you think? Is someone going to stay on Ling Bane for a while? Or are we going to see a quick transition to Roaches? It's going to be early, way too early to tell. Now, Blitz is taking a very interesting route with his overlords here. The first 2 from Gooby are coming straight out across the map. Which does make it very, very easy to slip Lings by. In the early game, if you're going to be super aggressive with Lings, like, as you know that first overlord. And the general trajectory it is going to take. So if you can get the Lings out early enough, you can send them 1 of 2 ways to get around the first overlord. The second one might be a little bit more difficult. But other than that... That's a very interesting pathing Blitz took, though. I wonder if he was checking for a proxy. Proxy hatch or something along those lines. Which is something I want to point out, guys. Blitz not being blue would be a problem for me. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. But something I want to point out about the JSL. The reason why the games are uploaded is for a couple multiple reasons, actually. But A, is so we can track the series. Like, say something fishy happened or someone was super salty. You know, we try not to have that happen. Because we want to keep the series or games as fun as possible while staying as competitive as possible. Blitz actually going for that third base. Does get spotted by Gooby here. I'm surprised he hasn't dove on that quite yet. There's nothing really here. I mean, the only Lings out right now for Blitz on the other side of the map. There we go. Gooby is going to go ahead and dive in on that third base. Might force a cancelization, but no reaction from Blitz just yet. He knows he's got a little bit of time on that health bar. He might be getting a few more Lings. He's just going to let it get low, and then he's going to cancel it. Anyway, as I was saying... Is he going to cancel? Blitz, my boy. There it is. Okay. Drone does get picked up. Only losing 25 minerals instead of the full 350. But here we go, the first actual battle is going to go in favor of Gooby as Blitz does get pushed back. Queen getting in here trying to do what she can to hold this. Gooby just being super aggressive against the Blitz right out of the gate. And Defender's advantage holds true. But anyway, as I was saying, we try to upload the games for any reason, like any kind of BM, anything like that, because we try not to let that happen too much. Anything seems fishy, like someone playing at a higher skill level or way better than what you think they should be for the rank. There's multiple reasons that we upload the games, and the other one is for you guys. When you're playing, remember, you have access to these. These are there for your preparation, so to speak. Like, I can't tell you the number of times games can be won or lost based on knowing what your opponent's playstyle is. So, you know, if you know someone, you saw someone 2-0'd and that's your next opponent, maybe you should go check out what they did. But again, here we go. Another little dive in, a couple Lings, just being annoying. Blitz opting for that Roach, trying to get that third base up sooner rather than later. Now he is going to push out across the map. Gooby does have a third base up. Not fully saturated just yet, but it is there. So he is ahead in that base count. Blitz is going to go ahead and dive in on top of this. Nothing here to defend. The only army from Gooby appears to be across the map currently, so this third base should end up falling here. Roach joins in here. There we go. Now, in Gooby's situation, more Lings might be very effective here because you saw Blitz went for Roaches, right? You saw him go for Roaches. You know the Roach Horde is down. But you're on the clock at this point. The one thing about Roach versus Ling that you gotta worry about is that upgrade. Because a good swell of Lings against Roaches, the Lings will win on equal upgrades. But if the Roaches are ahead in one upgrade or the other, it usually trades better for the Roaches. These Lings in here being quite annoying, actually. Getting on top of the Ling ball a little bit. Getting on top of this Queen. The Queen should end up falling. These Roaches pushing in from the north. I love that he softened them up. There's not as many Lings out here for these Roaches to push in. He will get another kill or cancel on that third base. Ooh, Gooby going for more of the Banelings here. And it looks like Blitz might actually be able to push his way through here as these Banelings are not quite finished up. They're now being picked off. Not getting a lot done there. Should have kept them as Lings, I feel. I mean, the Lings probably would have fared better. I get why he wanted the Banelings, you know, try to trade against more effectively against the Lings, but Ling v Ling, you know, definitely works out in some cases. But Roaches for Gooby now trying to get out here. But the Roach count might just be a little bit higher now. There is a defender's advantage here, but GG is going to get called out. As a rally for Blitz to come straight across the map there. And Blitz will secure game number 1 in this best of 3 series. Moving right along, and Blitz versus Goob. As soon as I can jump into game number 2. Gotta wait, because this is like post-patch, or pre-patch. Actually, this might be in time. I might just be able to go in game to game. I'll have to check after this. Jumping right into game numero 2. Maybe. Hey, there we go. Death or LE, here we go. 3, a 2, and a 1. Spawning into the top right-hand corner of Death or LE. Up 1-0. The red Zerg piece this time. Now he is actually, he's red. I got it. We're good. It is Blitz. And in the bottom left-hand corner, his opponent, the blue Zerg pieces. Looking to keep the series alive. It is Gooby. Let's see what Blitz does this game. Let's see if he lives up to his name as Blitz. And blitzes his way through, or will Gooby be able to goo up that Blitz and, you know, just hold it and, you know, just be able to stall this out? Will we have a series on our hands? Let's find out. Now, Death or LE is a very interesting map. See, this is one thing I love about StarCraft, because the maps always change, and in a way they change the game themselves. What builds work here, what builds work there, what matchup favors what on different maps. That's like the chess piece or chess game of StarCraft, outside of just unit comps. But one thing about Death or LE is there's a couple stone walls here. So you have a couple ways around that. You can go all the way around or straight through the middle. And if you do opt going straight through the middle, you have some speed zones here. The speed up unit movement while they're inside this area of effect. Which Speedlings shooting through there is also really cool to watch. Both players opting for that similar opening of that 17 hatch gas pool. So it's a relatively small map too, because of those speed zones in the middle. Anyway, this is the early stages of ZVZ. And the mirror matches like this have a bit of a slow effect to them, because when neither player opts for a more aggressive build and they both just want to kind of get that 2 base going, it slows things down because, you know, it's a little more macro-oriented on the opener. And in mirror matches, you know, it's not a lot to really talk about. Both sides opting for the same general routine. Let's see if we get a more explosive game with the Ling Bane. That'll make things interesting. First two Lings going out will be spotted by Gooby's Overlord there. But whether or not Gooby actually checked to see what that was. Yeah, see, look at this, Ready? Watch him, ready? Whoosh! Yeah! Look at him go. Now with the Speedlings shooting through there, it's like, oh my gosh, they're so fast. And with the creep bonus too, oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's amazing! Couple Lings here out, you know, to kind of try to shoot us away. Blitzing out on attack move, just command moving his way through. He doesn't get into the main. Both players, you know, a very similar opener. Just alright, first Roach Warren is on the way here. Where's the Overlord for Gooby? Gooby is getting ready to poke back in here. Now, if he sees this time around, making a Ling Ball, I would have made a Ling Ball. Like, if I was Gooby moving this Overlord up, do you see this? Do you see that, Gooby? No, okay, so it's just outside there. If you actually poked up a little bit and saw the Roach Warren, I wouldn't even bother going for Roaches here. I would have just made a massive Ling Swell and just gone for it. Because if you can get in there and hit the timing before the Roaches pulled up with an upgrade, you know, you have a better opportunity to get the damage done you need. Because Roaches get to be expensive, alright? Roaches do get to be expensive. And Lings will fare better before the upgrades are done, so... Gooby going for that third base first. Do you have a couple Lings making their way in up here? Do slip right into that main. Let's see if they can get anything done. Looks like they're just going to opt to go for that queen. Focus down one or two drones. Get something done. This is why we A-click on those drones, you know? Queue up that A-click. See, just there's no third base here in the north. I'm pretty sure he saw in the south there's no third base too. So he knows he's got third base advantage coming along. He's actually moving out these Roaches. What are you up to, sir? Still no speed. So Blitz actually saved the gas for the extra speed and the Roach speed. They get layer, or got a layer a little bit quicker too out of it. Queen. Brenda! Brenda has found the Overlord. Is there a Nidus worm? Is there gonna be a Nidus on the way? Layer is coming down. Now the gas being taken. Okay, Blitz just took his third base. This Overlord is in prime position for a Nidus worm. I'm really hoping to see a Nidus worm. It looks like we're just gonna see a push from Gooby. Gooby getting up here and diving right on in there. Just backing it on up. Alright, so he knows what's going on. He's got a response out of his opponent. Now, the big thing here is Blitz is actually on an upgrade advantage. So everything here is going to start to trade a little bit more efficiently. Yeah, see, even these Roaches, just these three Roaches alone were able to trade out against those Lings a little bit better. A little bit more of a flank here from Gooby, trying to catch a couple of these Roaches out, but the Roach count is in favor of Blitz, and he will be able to shove this off. Oh, that's a big Roach Ball, actually. That's a Roach Ball that Gooby does not have right now. He is down 14 army supplies. This Roach push is coming. Now, the Concave usually beats the Convex, especially when your unit is stuck on the ramp. But with the upgrade advantage and numbers advantage, he's going to be able to push right through that Concave. That was some great unit control out of Gooby, actually, to be able to set that up real quick. The idea was there, too. That was a really nice play. The idea was there. Now, what I recommend at this point is that Gooby just kind of holds up a minute. Lets his +1 upgrade finish because he needs to even out the upgrades, even if it's going to be for a short time. Let's see, what's the next? What does Blitz actually got coming? He's got his +2 on the way. He's getting that 4th base up and running. Got a couple spines coming out here from Gooby. Let's see. Let's see what happens here. Zach got some Ravagers. Alright, I do like the Ravagers. Ravagers are a good touch. Adds a little bit more of a respect mode there to the Roach Ball. This Corrosive Vials can be very devastating in the right situations. But Blitz gonna make his way around the long way up into this third base. One Roach coming in first. Checking things out. He's gonna dive right in on that drone line. He's pressuring forward. +2 is just about to finish up and giving him the even bigger upgrade advantage. No Corrosive Vials coming down just yet out of Gooby. He really needs him here. There we go. First two coming down. He's gonna force Blitz back. He does actually hit his own army a little bit there. Gooby trying to push this off. If he can push this off, he might be in a pretty good situation. There we go. Blitz is backing up. +2 is not quite done before that fight started. Had he waited a second, he might have been able to get a little bit more done. You know, having that upgrade advantage. He is starting, Gooby is starting Carapace. Or Hydra Speed? Yeah, okay. Hydra Speed on the way. Carapace upgrade for Blitz, however. Going to start to make these Roaches a little bit more tanky. After seeing those Ravagers there. Again, he's rotating around once again. I love this little Ling push here. This flank from the Lings. Trying to get something done here. Gooby responding to this push coming into the south. He is going to get down here and shove Blitz back off that fourth base. Blitz trying to make his way around to that top third base. So he is going to pull this army back. He's pulling the army back with the Roaches. Will he dive in? No, he's not going to be able to dive in time, actually. Army has been cleaned up into natural. But he is going to get it. If he just focuses down the base, it's going to be a big deal. That's going to be a big pick. And if he just gets out with it, he's trying to fight the army. The army is split. There's definitely more here now for Gooby. Gooby's going to be able to push him off. The fourth base does end up falling. Excuse me, the third base does end up falling. So Blitz getting a little bit more out of that push here. Gooby, you know, falling behind economically behind that. Going to get that base started right back up. Now, let's see how the larva's sitting there. Could be a few Roaches, sir. That could be a few Roaches, Gooby. More Ravagers on the way. I'm surprised Blitz hasn't opted for any Ravagers just yet. These Hydras are done, though. Hydra Speed on the way here. Is that range or is that speed? I forget which one that is. Ground Carapace, level 1. See, that's what we're looking for right there. Any drone kills or anything will start to pop up, and we can actually see how many drone kills. That's why we like that Game Heart overlay. It lets us know when a Nidus Worm is about to pop up and stuff like that. It's very helpful. Anyway, Blitz is getting pressured now on the other side of the map. Gooby coming back, looking for a little bit of vengeance here after losing that base. Now there is a massive army here. Things are kind of getting stacked up. Versatile is going to miss. A couple lurkers here. One will burrow. Gooby, we would have to respect that and push back off now. Now you do have a counter to that lurker. If you can figure out where that lurker is at, you do have Corrosive Vial. You do not have to have vision to kill the lurker. This is a little bit more APM involved there to kill it. Now, you know where that's at. You don't have to be able to see it to hit it. A lot of people don't seem to remember that. Like, Corrosive Vial will hit anything. Nah, still not respecting that lurker sitting there. You have an Overlord here. I mean, you can morph that. Now I see where those Lings were going, actually. He was trying to drop them. So, now, oh, you know what? There is another play he can make here, too. Oh, we had a bit of a pause there. There we go. Blitz going to lose one of those lurkers. The second lurker getting picked off. Where is the army of Blitz? It's actually completely out of position across the map. This base will end up falling as Gooby manages to push in here. There's nothing here to defend. 18 drones, 19 drones. Thank you very much for using that Game Heart overlay, guys. I greatly appreciate it. Blitz continues, is getting pushed back. No. Oh, this is not good. He's going to lose a Roach Horn. He lost his Evolution Chamber there. The Roach Horn is the big deal. He's lost a base. He's losing, but he is trapping the army of Gooby in here. Gooby can't go anywhere. He's stuck. There's no way out here for him, but he's gotten so much done. Oh no, Gooby, you overextended again, sir. You got so much done there. Now Blitz just takes an army supply lead. Does double that of Gooby's. As Gooby's going to have to frantically try and get an army back together here for one last stand. And it's all in production right now. He's making drones. If you don't need the drones, you need army here, Gooby. Here we go. Blitz is going to push right on in here with twice the army supply. There's not much he has to worry about. Just get a command move right on top and get a better surround on this army. Thanks a very convincing fight here. As the rally continues to come across the map, Blitz just pressuring his way in, pushing his opponent back. He's going to get that third base once again. This is actually turning into quite the brawl here, guys. Like, this is going back and forth here. But again, Blitz is way ahead in base count. He had another fourth base already up, or another base already up in mining. Gooby losing that third base again. Now, if we take a look here, he is mined out in the main. He's oversaturated main. He's got enough here for 8 workers. His natural is starting to mine out. The only mining base he actually has right now is his third base. Or fourth base in the south. For Blitz is still on 2 more mining bases. His main is about to almost mined out here. It's about halfway gone. Better balance into drones though, so it will last a little bit longer. This is not going to go Gooby's way. I could feel it. I'm feeling Gooby is going to be in a tight situation here. Especially falling behind economically once again. 10 drone count difference along with. Oh, but here we go. This is what I was looking for. That Knight is from earlier. Gooby trying his hardest to get back into this match. Trying to pull the army of Blitz out of position here. Just throwing away the roaches. He's trying to make room. He's trying to get room to breathe here. As that Night Swarm pops out, Gooby is in the main. Can he get the damage done that he needs, though? Or will he stay too long? He's got to focus something. You have to focus something down. The Evo Chamber would be great here. That's a +3 upgrade there. Just focus your fire, sir. Focus your attention on one building or the other. That's where you're losing out here. The Lurker's going to move up and lay down the defensive siege and push this army out. That might actually spell the end of this game here. A lot of army got thrown out in multiple locations here for Gooby, just trying to make room to get in. The Night Swarm was a well-played idea, but again, your focus was split. You got to balance your focus with that. Like, the scary thing about the Night Swarm here is that you can just pop it up and get in there and just snipe out 1 or 2 buildings at most, or even some drones, just anything to get you back into the game. Blitz is just throwing down lurkers at this point for defensive purposes here, trying to make sure he can't get flanked, trying to make sure everything stays well defended. He's going to push into the south here, right down into that third base, fourth base location. There are some lurkers out here for Gooby, but Blitz, I think the numbers are in his favor, where he doesn't have to exactly worry about it. The Overseers aren't here quite yet, so he can't see them. He is respecting the siege, the wall here. He is respecting that spines and, you know, the lurkers. Gooby does get a little bit more time to breathe here. +2 Carapace upgrade on the way. But I imagine he's just waiting for that upgrade to actually kick in to some degree. Or maybe he's just going to pull the army once he's going to go. He's going to go for the base in this corner down here. There's not much Gooby can do to defend this. This will end up falling. This also pulls some out away. I don't know about this, Gooby. I'd like your decision just to defend on 4 base for a little bit and get that army supply count even up. Blitz has a way out, which means he doesn't have to worry too much about, you know, losing anything here. He has a way out. He's actually taking another base. Gooby's just going to tap out. Realizing the direness of the situation, taps out after 16 minutes. What a game, though, guys. That went back and forth. That was quite the brawl. But Blitz, in week number 2, secures himself a 2-0 victory over Gooby. Congrats there to Blitz.